What's going on, boys, girls, and domestic assaulters? Well, I was just reading where Ryan Thaxton, a University of Tennessee defensive lineman, was arrested last night for domestic assault and false imprisonment. Apparently, now this is just the way it reads. There's not been any facts, I guess, disclosed other than what you read in the article. But apparently, young Thaxton wanted his girlfriend to go into his room. The young girl did not want to go into his room, so he picked her up and carried her into his room, and an argument ensued. And once the argument was over, she tried to leave and he blocked the door. Now, beyond that, don't know what happened. Don't even know if that's true. This is all alleged. When are these friggin' kids going to learn? I mean, apparently they're never going to learn. You can't take a woman into your room and hold her against her will. I mean, isn't that just common human knowledge? Isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I don't remember my parents having to sit me down and say, now, son, if you're dating a woman and she doesn't want to go home with you, what you do is you throw her over your shoulder and take her home with you anyway. Sure, maybe in the caveman days. Is Robert Thaxton, or Ryan Thaxton, is he a caveman? Well, I don't know. Apparently he has caveman tendencies. And I can't remember if I called him Robert or Ryan in the beginning of this video. But his name is Ryan Thaxton. I never heard of the dude anyway. He didn't play last year. He's obviously not on any preseason list of potential defensive line standouts that I'm aware of for Tennessee, unless I just missed it. So, whatever happens. If we lose the guy, you never want to lose a kid, especially for something like that. But if this turns out to be true, then sayonara, good riddance, best of luck to you. Hope and pray for you that you make better decisions in your future. Whether you're a Tennessee Volunteer or a East Mississippi, North, South, Western, Chattahoochee porn star football team. In other news, SEC Media Days kicked off today, and getting ready to go home and kick back and watch a little bit of what has transpired today down there in Atlanta. I almost said Hoover. I bet there's a lot of you guys that have almost said Hoover when talking about SEC Media Days. But it's not in Hoover, it's in Atlanta. The unofficial home of the SEC, apparently. Bet that just chaps the Georgia fans' asses, don't it? Speaking of Georgia, it has been rumored. Now, mind you, this is just a rumor. There is no factual evidence to back this whatsoever. But there is a rumor going around that Georgia will not win the SEC East this year. I try not to believe rumors, but this one, it might have some merit to it. It might just have some merit to it. I don't think Georgia wins the SEC this year. I don't even think Georgia wins the SEC East this year. I think a surprise team will win the SEC East this year. I'm not calling any names, not making any bold predictions. I just don't think Georgia gets it done this year. I think last year was an anomaly. Don't think Georgia's going to be as good this year. They're certainly not going to sneak up and surprise anybody. And think there will be a quarterback dispute somewhere along the way if there's not one already. You know, supposedly Jake Fromm is the man, will be the man at the start of the year, so on and so forth. But we'll just have to wait and see on that one now, won't we? In other news, it also has been rumored, no factual evidence to back this up yet again, but it has also been rumored that BBD will be back this fall with outlandish, crazy, nutty, off the wall, and quite possibly even entertaining Tennessee football videos. Because there's another rumor going around out there that BBD isn't as passionate about his Vols anymore. I personally know that to be horseshit because I know the guy and I know where his heart lies and where his passion is. And it is, has, and will always be with the orange of Tennessee. Light show, look out. Go Vols, screw y'alls, we'll see.